Muay Thai. Be defense, be smart, footwork, everything will be fine.
Yeah, we run that. Drop raw on the track for the comeback. Hit it like, yeah, I'm on that. Hot wax on the floor, catch a contact. Get 'em like, loud.
Hey everyone, Ben here and welcome to Town and Tourist. In this video, I'm going to reveal to you guys my top 5 Muay Thai camps in Thailand. So this is going to be a really interesting video. Hopefully it's going to help some of you guys to make a decision of whether you want to visit one of these Thai boxing camps in Thailand, and also what they're all about, which is the best and which is the worst. Also guys, be sure to stick around to the end of this video and I'm going to reveal a price comparison chart I've created on 5 different Muay Thai camps in Thailand, so you can actually discover what the true costs of training in Thailand are. So I've got my passport right here, I've got my gloves, let's dive in.
Coming in, yeah.
Okay, so before we get into the top 5 camps, a question that I get asked through the website quite a lot, because we've got around 100,000 visitors per month at the moment, is do you need to have done Thai boxing before in order to visit one of these Thai boxing camps? And the answer, you'll be glad to know, is no. You can be a complete beginner. You can be fighting like this or fighting professionally. Whatever level you are, they're extremely welcoming at all these different Thai boxing camps, and really it's suitable for all levels. A little bit about my background. I'm not a professional Thai boxer. I used to do Thai boxing a few days a week after work, more casually. I enjoyed it. I enjoyed the fitness side of it. I also enjoyed the mental side of it. I enjoyed the mindfulness, the mind-muscle connection, etc. Okay, so the order of these camps is the order which we visited them, not necessarily the order of best to worst. So to kick things off, camp number 1 was Sumalee Muay Thai, and this was in Phuket. This was an incredible camp and I really did enjoy this a lot. It was an extremely friendly place, an extremely friendly environment, great facilities. They had a very large Muay Thai training area, large ring, and they even had a pig which sort of walked around. I believe that was a pet of the actual institute. So there's a lot of characters there. Great story. The woman who started the actual camp, she was from the UK and then she moved to Thailand to start this Thai boxing camp, which is really an extremely brave thing to do given the culture and given the fact that you need a Thai business partner to start a lot of businesses in Thailand. Okay, so all the trainers at Sumalee Muay Thai, they were extremely welcoming and also a whole lot of fun. So no matter what level you are, whether you're a complete beginner or a professional fighter, they really do accommodate to you. Like even if you can't throw a punch, they'll teach you really from the bare basics to show you exactly what you need to do, really hold your hand through it, and also have a bit of a laugh and a joke with you along the way. So yeah, it's definitely a real carefree environment and one which I would recommend. It's the first camp we went and I actually got myself some classic, of course, Muay Thai shorts, and as you can see right there, Sumalee Muay Thai. So yeah, I must have liked the camp quite a lot. Now in terms of facilities, this is one of the best equipped gyms we came across. So the gym features 2 full-size boxing rings, 9 heavy bags, 2 uppercut bags, pull-up bars, and even a set of gymnastic rings. And of course, there's this pig which wanders around as well, which I found hilarious because I've just never seen anyone with a pet pig. Now, one unique thing I did find with this Sumalee Muay Thai camp was the fact that they have a yoga studio, a yoga shower as it's called, on camp. So you can actually do a mix of Thai boxing and yoga. Oh, and of course, they've got a big swimming pool also. So after a sweaty, hot training session, you can go and just jump in that pool and it's incredibly refreshing. Now, in terms of food, there's an on-site restaurant which serves a range of incredible meals, and I actually found this surprisingly good. And in terms of accommodation, there's various different apartments on the actual site where you can stay in the camp. Now, when we got there, they were actually all fully booked, so we had to stay just next door. Now, this is actually a little bit of a hack. So if you stay literally just next door, you can get all the benefits of the facilities, but it can cost you a little bit cheaper. But you're not as involved in the community aspect of it. So for example, if you do stay on the camp, which is usually better, then when you wake up early in the morning, say it's a 6 a.m., 7 a.m. session, you can really just hop out of bed, go straight there. Okay, so what's the average group training session like? Well, you start off with warm-up and skipping. Now, I personally hate skipping. Don't tell the guys I said this, but I tended to get there maybe 5 minutes late. Maybe not on purpose, but subconsciously, I tended to always skip a lot of the skipping. Yeah, you'll do the skipping, and then you'll get onto some shadow boxing before some pad work.
Session done.
Well, the only real negative of this camp for me was that it was a little further out than some of the other camps that we stayed at. So if we wanted to travel to Shillong, which was the main fitness area, fitness road as it's called, or Patong, which is the nightlife area, that did tend to take a lot more in terms of travel. You'd have to get a taxi or you'd have to take a scooter. So that was a bit of a negative as far as I was concerned. Now, camp number 2 we went to was Tiger Muay Thai, and this was in Shillong on Fitness Road. This really is the main Muay Thai fitness, MMA, CrossFit training area of Thailand in Phuket. Now, if Sumalee Muay Thai was the real close community gym, Tiger Muay Thai is really the big beast of a Thai boxing gym. So I believe it's the largest Thai boxing gym in Thailand, with over 400 plus people registered at the camp at once. So if you're after more of a fast-paced hustle and bustle environment, real professional fighters go there a lot of UFC fighters train there, then Tiger Muay Thai could be for you. One day you might feel like doing Thai boxing, then you might feel like doing CrossFit or wrestling or some type of MMA. All of these different classes you can do at Tiger Muay Thai. And another major advantage is you get a variety of sparring partners. So rather than just, let's say you're sparring with the same people in a small gym, you can really get used to what type of shots they're going to throw and how they're going to throw them. Now, in terms of the pricing at Tiger Muay Thai, it is a little bit more expensive than some other camps on this list, mainly because of the strong brand of the camp. It is a little bit too busy. It can feel like you're not getting enough attention off some of the trainers. Like sometimes there's a guy in the center, he's got a microphone, he's explaining the techniques. There's a bit of theater to it. Okay, camp number 3 is Phuket Top Team. Now this is another camp in Shillong on Fitness Road, which I still stand by is the best area in Phuket at least, and maybe even the whole of Thailand to train in fitness, Muay Thai. Now Phuket Top Team is probably one of the best camps for Brazilian Jiu-Jitsu, and they've even introduced a new 3-month white to blue belt Brazilian Jiu-Jitsu training camp. Now this is run by Professor Olavo Abreu, and he is a 5th degree Carlson Gracie BJJ black belt. Phuket Top Team does actually sponsor fighters, and you can do tryouts for that in the actual session. So that is really a great upside of Phuket Top Team. It's slightly more cost effective than Tiger Muay Thai, but still probably more expensive than many other camps in Shillong on Fitness Road and also in the rest of Thailand. Okay, on to camp number 4, and that is Lamai Muay Thai in Koh Samui, which is a great island to visit. It's also close to Koh Phangan, where they have the full moon parties, and then Koh Tao, which is the small island, which is great for scuba diving. So I personally do actually love the location of Koh Samui. Now, the real great thing about Lamai Muay Thai, just straight off the bat, is it's close to Lamai Beach, so you can actually do some training on the beach. Now, Lamai Muay Thai is a well-rounded overall gym, which is great for complete beginners. They even run kids' classes to professionals and fighters. But personally, I'd say if you're a more professional fighter, you'll probably feel more at home at Tiger Muay Thai or Phuket Top Team. But if you're really more of a casual Muay Thai trainer, Muay Thai fighter, I would recommend checking out Lamai Muay Thai, especially if you want to do some training on the beach. If we just straight off the bat, we can see Lamai Muay Thai is the cheapest for a daily. So price for daily, you usually get 2 Thai boxing sessions at $15. It's cheapest on a weekly basis and on a monthly basis. Now, this doesn't include any accommodation costs. Okay, last but not least on my list is camp number 5, and that is KYN Muay Thai. And this is based on Koh Yao Noi Island, which is really a deserted and secluded island off the coast of Thailand. I even believe alcohol may be illegal on this island. So if you're looking for some type of detox, then this is the place to be. Now, if you have an image in your mind of kicking some pads during the sunrise or the sunset and having an authentic Muay Thai training camp experience, then I think KYN could be something special for you. Okay, so what's the best Muay Thai camp on this list? Well, if you're really a professional fighter and you like to train and you're really intense and serious about Muay Thai, I recommend checking out Phuket Top Team, perhaps Tiger Muay Thai, maybe check those places out. Complete beginner and want to really just get that community feel and stay on site with meals, accommodation, pool, everything included, and maybe even do some yoga, I recommend Sumalee Muay Thai. If you want to get out there in the secluded outdoors, back with nature, head to KYN. And really, if you do want to be by the beach, Lamai Muay Thai. And if you really want a variety of different experiences, why not try a couple of camps? That's what I did. So that's today's video, guys. I hope you did find it valuable. If you did, feel free to give this video a big thumbs up. That helps out tremendously the channel. If you haven't subscribed, feel free to join the travel family by hitting that subscribe button, turning that notification bell on. We have around 100,000 visitors per month on our website, so I recommend checking out that. First link in the description below. We have around 1.9 million, I believe, followers on Pinterest, so a really popular Pinterest community. So there's a lot of places you can get in touch with Town and Tourist. With that being said, I hope you guys all have an incredible day, and I'll see you guys in my next video. Peace.
Coming in, yeah.